All right, guys, we have got an early break tonight, and that is our Leaf Ultimate Draft, which finally got here today. You guys all know the story by now. It was supposed to come out on Wednesday. Leaf didn't tell anybody until Wednesday that they weren't really going to release it until Friday, right? Thanks, Leaf. So we're breaking case 1 and case 2 of Leaf Ultimate Draft tonight, okay? And yeah. Also, I'm waiting on FedEx with a bunch of our new release stuff from today. So the guys usually here at 3 o'clock. Here we said at 6. Haven't seen hide nor hair of him. So if he knocks on the door, we'll have to have a brief interruption while I run down there. Can't leave that stuff sitting outside. Some porch pirate will get it. So we may have a brief interruption if he shows up, which he's a new driver, so he might show up and he might not. If he doesn't, we'll have another fun weekend trying to scrape up all of our stuff we need to break. Boy, oh boy, people don't cooperate with us, do they? Okay, so you guys all know the drill on this. The important part is the thank you. I appreciate your patience. I know it was a drag to have to wait a couple of extra days here for this. So I do appreciate everybody hanging in there while we waited for Leaf to get this to us, okay? Stuff that's coming up later tonight at our regularly scheduled time. We'll be breaking an autographed baseball jersey, a football jersey, and a basketball jersey, a case of Dominion basketball, and a case of Contenders football. Hopefully FedEx is going to show up. That'd be good. That would definitely be helpful for us if they... if the guy shows up. I've been calling FedEx, by the way, for like 2 hours, and they're sending messages to the driver and everything else. But is he here? No, of course not. Shipping tonight, guys. I'm going to get this out to you as quickly as I possibly can. I know there's obviously been a delay in breaking it that was unavoidable, but I'm going to try to make up for that in shipping. I don't know if I will be able to get them both out tomorrow, break 1 and break 2. It really just depends on what time the post office opens and closes tomorrow. So, yeah, they have set times, but we're supposed to get a big bunch of snow tonight. So, all kinds of stupid variables. I'm going to do my very best to get it out to you tomorrow on Saturday. If I can't, I should definitely be able to get it to you on Monday, but I'm going to try extremely hard to move it to the front of the line and get it out to you tomorrow if I possibly can make that happen, okay? So first up, we've got case break number 1. This is the one that originally ended on Wednesday night. So, of course, you've got the team names on the left. The bidders are there on the right. That is actually the opposite. I did something the opposite there of what I meant to do. So hang on a second. Hi. Yeah, I tell you, it's been really one of those weeks. I'd like to say just one of those days, but it really hasn't even just been one of those days. It's absolutely been one of those weeks entirely. It's been terrible all week. So that is the one that is pending. So we're going to have to sort that out. The two of you who are involved in that, we'll talk more about that and forth in messages. We will get that sorted out after the fact because obviously I heard back from one of you, but not waiting to hear back from the other one. And Buckeye for Fun picked up our Milwaukee Brewers, which was one of the teams that got ditched off. I moved you off the page, didn't I? One of our teams that got ditched off as a result of the break moving. Somebody didn't want to keep their team, which is fine. So we resold it. And then, of course, again, now you can see it. For the Mets, we'll sort that out between the two of you who are involved in the Mets in this case break number 1. Okay, so that is a TBA, a to be determined. Now, what you need to know about this product, of course, most of you probably already know this, and that is that these guys are not going to have their pro team names visible on the card, on their uniforms. It's not going to be printed on there because Leaf, doesn't have that deal with the MLB to be able to do that. Only Topps has the deal to be able to do that. So as a result, players are going to be depicted. I mean, they're technically going to be in their uniforms, but it's going to be airbrushed out to not show any logos and stuff like that. So they're going to be awarded to the current team. The way that we determine the current team is by using MLB.com for our current players that have been called up, or using MILB, the official site of Minor League Baseball, for anybody who might not have been called up, okay? So that's how we will determine what is the current team for any given player. Now, I have some of these I'm going to remember. I have a little cheat sheet to help me remember a few of them. There may be some that I don't know, and if that's the case, of course, I'm going to verify them all anyway before they ship out, but there may be some that I don't know the team to read off as we go along, so be aware of that. Card Collector is here. Hi, Card Collector. You said you have got the Marlins in here. All right, so you're looking for a little Miami Marlins. And Greg is here. Hi, Greg. Ezekiel. You guys all being nice, wishing each other good luck. So that's good. Good karma all the way around, I think. Which is good. Because I tell you what, it definitely has been one of those days. Like, one of my distributors didn't ship my stuff on Wednesday for our new releases that we're supposed to have today. They didn't ship it till Thursday. So it's not getting here until tomorrow. And then another distributor shipped it FedEx. That FedEx driver, as you heard me say a minute ago, hasn't bothered to show up at all. This came completely separately, directly from Leaf, and it came by UPS, so thank goodness it got here. And I managed to scrounge up one case of Contenders and Dominion for tonight. And hopefully either FedEx is going to show up tonight or UPS is going to trudge through the snow tomorrow to bring us the rest of the stuff, because we got to have it for this weekend. It's just been, like, you would think, no more stuff than we had this week, that those distributors could have shipped it out on time, wouldn't you? Well, two of them did. One of them didn't. And then, of course, one of them, FedEx guy, like, who knows where he is. Little flaky guy, new guy. And, yeah. So, as I said, if FedEx knocks on the door down there during the break, I will have to run down there and at least get the packages in the door. But at this point, I don't know if he's coming, because he was supposed to be here hours ago. And they won't tell me where he is on the route. So, what are you going to do? They say it's for safety purposes. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Nick. All right. Let's see what we have got in here. And somebody just did the math. Card Collector just did the math, going, hey, wait a minute. There's 6 per box, and there's 12 boxes in this case. We got 72 autographs. Yeah, you do. It's you know, that's the cool thing about Leaf. There's always tons in there. Always, always. All right. So here we go, getting started. And if I know the teams or think that I know the teams, I'm going to announce them as I go. Once again, I will verify them before they go out the door. So Carlos Hernandez, I believe, is a Kansas City Royal. And Braxton Ashcraft, Pirates. Shane McClanahan, is he also a Pirate? Let me flip over here. I do have a little cheat sheet on a few of these that I have a hard time remembering. No, Shane McClanahan is a Tampa Bay Ray. And that is numbered to 25. And we have Xavier Edwards to 25. And I don't remember Xavier. Yeah. Padres is what I have written down for him, though. Jesus Sanchez. That is a nice one. Jesus is numbered to 15. And that, of course, is the Tampa Bay Rays. And then you have a little Urias numbered to 10. And he is he a Padre, guys? Is he a Padre? I think he is. I think that he is. I'm not 100% sure. And again, guys, if I say the wrong thing, don't worry. Even if I am speculating and I speculate incorrectly, I will make sure that I know what goes where before they get packaged up and sent out the door. Okay. Nick Schnell to 25. That is Tampa Bay Rays. And then you have Adam Klopfenstein to 25. And Adam is a Blue Jay. There's Travis Swaggerty. I like that kid. That is numbered to 25. Travis is a Pittsburgh Pirate. You have Marco Luciano up next. Marco, I gotta look up. Where are you, Marco, friend? The Giants. Ryan Weathers to 15. I believe Ryan is a Padre. And then the big man. We know where that goes. The Braves with a nice little Ronald Acuna coming out of there. We like that plan. And guys, for anybody who might have jumped in midstream, this is case number 1. Immediately following this case number 1, we are gonna bust into case number 2. Okay. Here is Noah Naylor. Noah is a Cleveland Indian. Next up is Griffin to 25 for the Toronto Blue Jays. You have Cole Winn for the Texas Rangers. Behind that, look at that. Oh, it's a little Mike Ciani. And he's to 5. Woohoo! My Cincinnati Reds, baby. Yeah, baby. I like that plan. My Cincinnati Reds get a hit. And here you have Jordan Groshans. That is the Toronto Blue Jays. Mr. Joey Bart. That is a nice hit for the Giants. Numbered to 10. Number 2 overall draft pick, Joey Bart. Card collector, correct. This case number 1 originally ended on eBay on Wednesday night, which is the night we thought this was coming out, till Leaf decided to change it and not tell anybody till Wednesday afternoon. So, yeah, this is all the stuff that ended on Wednesday out of case break number 1. This is Josh Bro. He is a Yankee. Oh, look at that nice Alec to 15 for the Phillies. Sweet, sweet little hit for the Phillies. Jackson Kowar to 25. Is he a Royal? Guys, is he a Royal? I'm not 1,000% sure about that. Did I write him down? I didn't write him down. I'm not 100% sure if he's a Royal. I think maybe, but I'm not totally solid on that. Next up to 25, you have Parker Meadows. Parker is a Detroit Tiger, I believe. Jordan Adams for the Angels. Next up, Baby Vlad. What the what? Oh, there's what you've been waiting for if you've got Toronto right there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This has been a good case so far. I like this plan. This was worth waiting for so far. We've already hit Acuna and Baby Vlad and Joey Bart. It's been good. There is Jared Kelenic coming out for the Mariners. So Mariners on board. Then you have Andrew Kenzer. Andrew, did I write him down? Because I don't ever remember him. I did write him down. He's a St. Louis Cardinal. There's your number 1 overall draft pick coming out for the Detroit Tigers. It is Casey Mize. Number to 25, there's Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah, I do believe, is an Angel. Nick Madrigal is a White Sox. Nice little hit there for the White Sox. Then Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. I love this case. I love this product. Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome. We're crushing it right now. This has definitely been worth waiting for so far. And we're not even halfway done yet. And look at everything we've hit. We're not even halfway done. I love this. This is making me in a better mood. It would still make me happier if FedEx shows up though, because I kind of need them to. That is Taylor Widner for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Contreras, how about that for the Cubbies to 25. A little William Contreras showing up there. I'm sorry, not Cubs. He's a Brave. I know better. To 25, a Brave. I'm showing him again because somebody meanwhile is going, oh my God, she said the wrong team. No, it's Braves. We have Michael Grove. That one is numbered to 5. I do not remember where Michael Grove goes. Let me see if I wrote it down. Dodgers is Michael Grove, I believe. Here's Caden, and Caden is another one I have a hard time remembering. I think he's an Oriole. Yes, he is an Oriole to 25. A little 1-of-1 printing plate, and it's Nick Schnell. So an extra little Nick Schnell autograph sliding in there for the Tampa Bay Rays on a 1-of-1. Juan Soto, like, is there anybody we haven't hit? Because this case is on fire. That is Juan Soto for the Nationals. Another spectacularly good hit out of Leaf Ultimate Draft. We're rocking it, kids. But see, this is the reason you just love Leaf, isn't it? Because you get everything just is in here. And there's not all these redemptions. It's just here. It's good. I like it. Numbered to 10 for the Braves, Grayson Janista. Casey Mize comes out a second time. So the Tigers now with a second Casey Mize. Ronaldo Hernandez. Ronaldo... Why don't I remember you? Tampa Bay Rays is Ronaldo. There's Noelvi Marte to 25, and I believe Noelvi is a Mariner, but let me double check. International signing there. Yes, he is a Mariner. Here's Mr. Florial, because the Yankees were feeling like they were being left out of this hot case, but there you have a hit to 10 with your hot young up-and-comer Florial. There is a second Vlad Guerrero Jr., this one numbered to 15. So whatever you paid for the Blue Jays, you've made your money back and probably then some. Excellent hits for the Blue Jays tonight. Next up, it is Owen White to 10. I believe Owen is a Ranger, but let me double check. Yes, he is. Osiris Johnson. Osiris Ice is a Marlin, Miami Marlin. Grayson Rodriguez to 25. Grayson, let me look him up. An Oriole is Grayson Rodriguez. Lucan Baker to 25. That's the St. Louis Cardinals. Keibert Ruiz comes out for the Dodgers. And a redemption for Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. So we're kind of cutting a path through it right now, kids. If you're looking for it so far, we're mostly finding it. That's why that's why Leaf Baseball is so much fun to open, because it's got all the good stuff in it. And here's Cole Roederer. Cole, where do you go, buddy? Cole, a Cub. Cole Roederer is a Cub. Matthew Liberatore is a Tampa Bay Ray. And next up you have Ryder Green to 25. Is Ryder a White Sox? He's either a White Sox or a Yankee, and I always forget which. Ryder is a Yankee. This is an Atlanta Brave, Christian Pache. Now, O'Neill Cruz is up next. And O'Neill Cruz, I gotta look up. Can't remember him off the top of my head. Pirates. Gleyber Torres, there's a nice rookie hit for the Yankees, numbered to 25 with Gleyber Torres. Nick, I know, right? You said too bad it's only 200 cases, but you know what? That's the exact reason why we can have cases like this, where you have so many hits of high-profile guys. It's exactly because they limit it to only 200 cases. But you will be happy to know that we've got, I think, maybe 6 in total, something like that. We've got a bunch anyway, so plenty to keep us busy. This is Will Banfield, and it is for the Marlins. Jake McCarthy is out next. Jake is numbered to 25. And where are you, Jake? He's a Diamondback. There's Nico to 25 for the Cubbies. Jonathan India, that's a nice one for my Cincinnati Reds. There's a second Florial out for the Yankees. A third Casey Mize, believe it or not. 3 Casey Mize, that one numbered to 25. That is insane. You need some Rockies, Bryce. All right, let's try to get you some Rockies lined up here then, okay? Gleyber Torres comes out a second time for the Yankees. Here is Bo Bichette as the Blue Jays. Toronto just kind of crushing this break already. 2 baby Vlads and now a Bo Bichette to go along with it. Griffin Roberts to 15. That is, you see that right there? I don't know what that is. I think it's just a piece of something that's like between either the card and the sleeve or the sleeve and the case. I'm not going to mess with it, but there is something there that obviously you can see as well. That is the Cardinals, and it was numbered to 15. I don't think it's going to be anything to damage the card. I think you'll be able to get it out, whatever it is, but just FYI. Anthony Siegler for the Yankees. Then we have Elio Ramos coming out. And he is, I believe he's a Giant Ramos. How about Acuna to 5? Because you know what, Braves? It wasn't enough just to get you one. We need to get you another one. And this one numbered to 5. And then you've got the Pache in there as well. So, come on. This is such a good product. Such a good product. Seth Beer comes out. I believe he is an Astro, but let's double check it. That is what I am showing on my little cheat sheet over there. And then we have George Valera, numbered to 10. And I don't know him at all. Don't even have a clue on that one. So Valera, guys, I don't know. We'll definitely have to look that one up. Here's Alec Thomas to 25. That is the Arizona Diamondbacks. Then we have a little Luis Robert coming out for the White Sox, followed by Jesus Sanchez to 5 for the Tampa Bay Rays, and a redemption for Wander Franco. How about that one, kids? That is a nice one as well. And, of course, Wander Franco is a Tampa Bay Ray as well. Okay, so this is case number 1. We're going to recap it, but I'm not going to read everything off again because obviously that would be almost the same as doing the whole break again, which we don't want to do. But I am going to pick it up and just do another little pass through. So if anybody missed any earlier or you want a second look at anything, this is your chance. Once again, this is case number 1, and it ended on Wednesday night. Just a moment, we're going to do case number 2. That might have been FedEx. Hang on one second, guys. I'm sorry. Hang on. Okay, it was FedEx. Yay. Like the guy's so quiet out there. I don't even think he knocked, frankly, but I just heard what sounded like a bunch of stuff being dumped out on the porch. So, yeah, sorry for the brief little interlude there, but can't leave our stuff sitting out on the front porch because that would be bad. Be very, very bad. Okay, let's see what else we have got here. Case number 1, by the way, was excellent. Anytime you pull your number 1 and number 2 draft picks and Baby Vlad twice and Bo Bichette and Shohei Ohtani, Gleyber Torres. I mean, it was just better than I even expected it to be. Acuna twice. And you know what? This is just getting started with Leaf Baseball this year. We still have Trinity and I want to say another baseball or two coming down the pike whenever they decide to release them. You know, they're notorious for moving the dates. But yeah, Leaf Baseball, for whatever reason, it seems, I mean, Leaf football is good and I like it. But I think we get more hits in Leaf Baseball than we even get in Leaf football. I mean, it's pretty incredible what they can pack into one case of this stuff, you know. Okay, I'm going to get this moved aside and labeled. I need to put this in a box that tells me that it is break number 1, since we're breaking 2 together here. I got to make sure that I keep everything separated. So if you hang tight here for 1 second, I'm going to get these put in this box that I just labeled up. And I'm going to set them aside so that there's no commingling of break number 1 and break number 2. Because we definitely don't want commingling tonight. All right, here is case number 2. But of course, look at that, I still got packing peanuts on it. That's how you know it just showed up today. But we will, let me get our spreadsheet stuff put up here again real quickly so that everybody can see which break that they are in. Okay, so once again, I'm going to try hard to get this out to you guys tomorrow. If I cannot get it out tomorrow for some reason or another, it will go out on Monday, because I realize that you all have been very nice and patient waiting for this to get here due to the change in release date that we had not expected. 12-box case of 2018 Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball. This will be break number 2. This one originally ended on eBay on Thursday night. So this is the list of who is in this particular break. And we just had one thing. Of course, the Twins have no hits in here, so they weren't listed. That's really the only variation in this second case break. Everybody was paid up. Nobody, gave up on their teams or anything. So everybody was all lined up and ready to go in case break number 2. Buckeye, here's the deal with you on that case number 1. I'm still waiting to hear back. There was we did an email exchange there about the guy who had it originally, and I guess his payment I guess was made at the time that it was being canceled, because I thought he did not want the team. So there's been some confusion about that, and I'm just waiting for him to get back to me and tell me what's going on with it. And then I kind of explained that to you in an email. Then once I hear back from him, I will know what's happening with you. But either way, you know the deal. Of course, you had the Brewers regardless in that last break number 1. And then, of course, you may or may not have ended up with the second team, the Mets, out of there. So I'm sure I will have some more messages when I get back in there after we do this break, and I'll try to get it finished, sorted out, so that everybody's, taken care of one way or the other, okay? And Card Collector is telling me that Valeria is an Indian. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I will, again, guys, I will look that stuff up using MILB.com for our minor leaguers. And then, of course, MLB.com is how we look up our major league players to determine who their current team is. And a lot of them, you kind of I have a feel for, either from other stuff they've opened, or just, because we know if they've been in the farm system for a while and that kind of stuff. So Okay, cool, Buckeye. Yeah, I did not see your other email reply, probably because I was running like crazy trying to get the other email out, and then of course trying to call FedEx and track down my driver saying, what have you done with my stuff? Where is my guy? I've got to have it, you know. So it was kind of a crazy last 45 minutes or so right before the break, where it was kind of one of those moments, you know. It happens. But I do appreciate your flexibility with that. So for sure I will let you know when I get back in there and see what his message reply was, and you know what's going on there, because obviously, you know, the intent was not to try to take a team away from somebody who wanted it. I just hadn't gotten any reply about it, and then when they're also didn't at that moment, I thought it wasn't paid as well, and so usually that means somebody didn't want it. So that was the deal, but we'll get it sorted out, and I appreciate your patience with it. But that was all out of case number 1. This is case number 2. Everybody all squared away, paid up, ready to go here in case number 2. Hey. Hopefully case number 2 is going to be every bit as awesome as case number 1 was. That's what my hope is. We are starting out with a little Josh Stowers here, and Josh is a Mariner. Next comes Tristan Casas. That is for the Red Sox. Jonathan India for my Cincinnati Reds. Hey Martin, I'm glad you're feeling better. That is good. I am really glad about that, because I know how, if you had whatever kind of creeping crud I had around the holidays, it was not cool at all. William Contreras is the Braves. This is a little 1-of-1 printing plate, and on it is Ethan Hankins. Ethan Hankins. All right, Ethan Hankins, where do you go, buddy? I don't have him written down, and I don't know off the top of my head where Ethan Hankins goes. It will, of course, go to his current team. Fernando Tatis Jr. is a Padre. Casey Mize and the Detroit Tigers. Followed by Chris Bubik, whichever you say. He is a Royal. There is the man, Jared Kelenic, coming out for the Seattle Mariners. Josh Breaux for the Indians, for the Yankees. Why am I saying Indians? Ryan Weathers to 25 is a Padre. There's Shohei Ohtani again, except this Shohei Ohtani, kids, is numbered to 15. Woohoo! How about that? And I believe wasn't he batting on our other one, hitting, I believe, maybe, or I guess was he pitching on the other one, and obviously he's batting here. I can't, seems like there's a photo variation, but maybe it's the same picture, but I didn't think it was. Edward, yes, this again, guys, is case number 2. This is the case that broke on Thursday night. So that spreadsheet that went up there, we can put it up again at the end of the break if anybody needs to see it again. We can put it up there again at that point. Here's Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox. Oh, you're still in bed though? Yeah, I mean it's a bad one. I don't think it is the flu though. You know what? Because I had a flu shot too. I don't even think it was the flu. Braxton Ashcraft, and Braxton is a Pirate. Yeah, so I don't know, Martin, what it is, but I'm not sure that it was the flu. It didn't feel like the flu anyway to me. There is Pache for the Braves. You have Jake McCarthy coming out here. Jake is an Arizona Diamondback. Next up is Ramos again. This Ramos to 25, I say again. I think the other one was out of the first case. I think he is a Giant. Don't absolutely quote me, forevermore on that, but I think he was a Giant. Wander Franco is definitely a Tampa Bay Ray. Then we have Jameson Hannah. Jameson Hannah, I know I have seen that a bunch. Is that an A? Did I write it down? It is Oakland A's. Travis Swaggerty is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Grant Levine. Grant is another one we see all the time. He is a Colorado Rocky. Grayson Rodriguez /10, Orioles. O'Neill Cruz. O'Neill Cruz, a Mariner. I had to look him up a minute ago, too. You'd think I'd remember him from a minute ago, but I don't. No, he's not a Mariner. O'Neill Cruz is a Pirate. That right there, Pirates. Gleyber Torres, we don't have to look that one up, do we? That is /10. That is for the Yankees. And Jessen Rosario. And Jessen is, what? Where you go, buddy? He is a Padre. Griffin here happens to be a Toronto Blue Jay. And here's Adam. Adam is a Blue Jay as well. Then we have Owen White. Owen White is a Texas Ranger. Here is Ramos a second time. Again, I believe that's the Giants. I'll have to double check it. Nolan Gorman is a St. Louis Cardinal. Matthew Liberatore, Tampa Bay Rays /25. Noah Naylor for the Indians. I forgot to show you the back of that, didn't I? Here's the back of it. Did I show you the back of Liberatore? Be on the safe side. We'll do it. Louis Robert for the White Sox. Osiris Johnson. And Osiris, where do you go, buddy? You go to the Marlins. Nick Madrigal goes to the White Sox. There is a nice Bo Bichette /15. That is for the Blue Jays. Grayson Rodriguez. And Grayson is for the Orioles. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. Joey Bart for the San Francisco Giants. DJ Peters /5 for the Dodgers. Jordan Adams /15, Angels. Followed by Juan Soto for the Nationals. So we managed to get Juan out of both cases and Shohei out of both cases. Not too shabby so far. Xavier Edwards. Xavier is a Padre. Peter Alonso, numbered /5. And Peter, gotta look that one up. The Mets. Ryan Rollison is the Colorado Rockies. Taylor Widener is the Diamondbacks. Jesus Sanchez is the Tampa Bay Rays. There's Joey Bart again. That is numbered /15 for the Giants. Lucan Baker /10. Lucan is a Cardinal. Then we have Jackson Kowar /10. Again, I think he's a Kansas City Royal. I'll have to double check that, but I believe he is. Brady Singer is for sure a Kansas City Royal. And Ryder Green is a New York Yankee. Jordan Groshans comes out next. And, of course, Jordan is a Blue Jay. There's your Acuna, if you are hanging out waiting for that with the Braves tonight. Jeremiah Jackson. That is the Angels. There's Louis Urias, I think a Padre. Seth Beer is Astros. Nick Schnell is Tampa Bay Rays. Keibert Ruiz, the Dodgers. And Casey Mize again to 25. We've done pretty well with old Casey coming out of here, haven't we? I mean, he's showing up quite a bit. Casey is. Ronaldo Hernandez to 10. That is Tampa Bay Rays. Andrew Kenzer. Andrew is a St. Louis Cardinal. Gleyber Torres coming out for the Yankees. You have Parker Meadows. Parker, I gotta look up, guys. Detroit Tigers. Why can't I retain that? I don't know. Florial comes out for the Yankees. Vlad Guerrero Jr. to 25 for the Blue Jays. There's Alec to 15 for the Phillies. Philadelphia. Noelvi Marte comes out for the Mariners. Anthony Siegler, Yankees. Bo Bichette again for the Blue Jays. Ryan Weathers and the Padres. And there is an Acuna to 25. So not too shabby for the Braves tonight either. So I would say all in all, guys, both cases were excellent. Both cases had some really nice hits in them. And we had most of our big-time players came out of both cases. So hopefully that's going to be a sign of things to come. And we're going to have that in all of our cases. That would be what I would want. Probably what you would want too, huh? All right, so let's recap. Again, I'm not going to read off all of this as we recap. I'm just going to put it all through here again for someone who maybe tuned in late or you've coming to the end. This is case break number 2. So this is the case that ended on Thursday night on eBay. I will put up spreadsheet information again momentarily for anybody who might have missed it or you want to double check and see if you were in break 1 or break 2. We'll put that up there again in a second. And of course we will be back tonight at our regular time of 9:30, and we will open autographed jerseys, one each for football, basketball, and baseball. Then we will open a full case of Dominion basketball, which is a new release today. And thankfully, FedEx, just delivered. And we will also open a case of Contenders football, another new release for today that will be opening up a little bit later this evening. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, it happens to be up on eBay right now, probably starting to end about any time, maybe pretty soon anyway. And it'll be ending over the course of the next hour and a half or so. And then we'll break it at 9:30. Meanwhile, as soon as we finish the recap and things here, I will immediately upload this so that it'll be available for anybody who might have been working or had a conflict with catching up on this tonight. Thanks again, everyone, for being patient and understanding about the fact that Leaf moved that date. I appreciate that very much. You'd be surprised sometimes, people just don't want to keep their teams, and that's okay. And then there's sometimes people don't want to keep their teams and they're really mean about it, really nasty. Thankfully, I didn't really have anybody really nasty, so that was good. I appreciate that. I do. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's get that spreadsheet information up here one more time for those of you who didn't catch it earlier. You can once again see who was in break number 1, who was in break number 2. That is break number 2 that we just finished recapping there. Out of break number 1, the Brewers was an abandoned team picked up by Buckeye for fun. The Mets, I thought was a team somebody didn't want. Turns out I think they did want it. I was still trying to sort that out at break time. So that is why it says pending. So if that team owner for the Mets wants it, then we're going to work that out. If they don't, then Buckeye for fun would be picking that up as second chance. So that's where that sets. And of course, here is our break number 2. This is the one we just most recently recapped. No hits for the twins in the product, which is why they were not listed and shouldn't be listed in any of the other breaks that we have going forward either. Shipping wise, once again, guys, I'll do my best to get this out tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to be dependent on my pickup. They're telling me we're going to potentially get a lot of snow. Of course, you know, sometimes they're way wrong about that. They'll tell you you're going to get 4 to 6 inches and you get like none. Sometimes they'll tell you you're going to get none. You get 4 to 6 inches of snow. So I don't know how that ends up tomorrow, but I will probably be dependent upon the pickup, and it will just be whatever time he gets here will be how much I can get done tomorrow. So if I can get these out tomorrow, I will. If for some reason I cannot, I will make sure that they go out on Monday. I will push it up to the front of the line because I know you guys have been patient about everything, and it is appreciated. So that's it for now. We will be back at it at 9:30 with our regularly scheduled stuff, and that's got us wrapped for the early break. We'll see you in a few hours. Bye now.